In my last video, you would what's going on right now. I've done restarted this game multiple times, and I actually have tips for you guys on this game if you're interested. If not, oh well. Leave your comments, concerns, questions like that in comments. Now check out Pulse MP7. He's my homie. We go gang every day, like my description says. No BO3 Infinite Warfare that I just got today. I've never played it. I think I may have on my 3, but it's been a long while. So I went for that to download. I just bought it earlier today, and so let's get right to it. There's this blade called the Ebony Blade. You can actually get it by going to Whiterun and talking to the Jarl. I think you have to be at level 20 or 24 and up, I think. Anyway, you have to talk to an innkeeper before you do that. Go to Whiterun, talk to the innkeeper at the bar. As soon as you go through the let me just a second. What the fuck's going on here? Alright, oh well, let's do this. Well, let's go back to it. My bad, I had to. Son of a bitch, what the fuck, bro? Alright, there we are. Alright, but yeah, it's the Ebony Blade. It is a two-handed samurai sword that looks similar to this, but it's two-handed. And, you're gonna use it to... It's really weak in the beginning. It's like 24 damage, but there's like a way to strengthen it up. I ain't quite figured out how yet, but it's a good blade. I'll show it to you in one of my later on videos if you even watch them. But just stay tuned with it. I try to upload every day on Skyrim because I know a lot about this game. I know, like I said in my last video, if you watched it, try to increase your blacksmith skill as much as possible. And I ain't quite gonna do that yet because as you can see, my skills are all whack and my smithing isn't shit. Let's do that. But yeah, I had all the way up to, on my last game, my last character, had all the way to here. Daedric armor, which you need Daedric heart for. And also you're going to need the Arcane Blacksmith. That is really useful. It allows you to upgrade your weapons that are enchanted. And for instance, the Blade's sword. Is this bitch following me? Straight luck, but okay. No, so I'm extremely low level right now, and if you wonder why I use my healing restoration is because it increases that skill instead of using potions. But in case I'm in battle, for instance, there I will use potions, but sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It's just a thing. But it helps you increase your restoration skill, which as you see, it's already 19. And yeah. And there's also the Dawnbreaker shield. No, it's a sword. My bad. I'm sorry. It's a Dawnbreaker sword. I mean, it does sun damage to your foes. It's really good. It's a Daedric quest, which is somewhere way the fuck that way. And then the Dawnbreaker shield as well. It can block incoming projectiles, like swords, bow and arrow. But it can also create a ward around you, which protects you from incoming spells, which is really useful. I think it does like 63 block damage or something like that, depending on your skill sets. If you're like, and I was running heavy armor at the time, and I think I had like 400 defense. And there's staffs and shit like that. I can show y'all where to find hidden chests that you cannot see, like whatsoever, how to glitch chests, how to do all that stuff. If you like, subscribe, You know what I'm saying? Well, just subscribe if you can. That way, I'm just trying to get subscribers for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Kind of OP. But you know, check out Pulse MP7. He's really good.
Hold it. This here's a toll road. See, you're gonna have to hand over. Say, fine. I can tell you aren't worth the trouble. Just get out of here before I change my mind.
Okay, that increased my speech. That's good. Try to pickpocket this bandit here.
Get on your way.
I don't know what she did with my other 43 gold. 42, my bad. Let's see, one-handed. I really like one-handed. I like using the shield as well. But at one point in time, I had my archery as my strongest. I had like 73 damage on my bow and shit. I had it all the way up to quick shot. And there's also a bow called Zerif. It's with the 30% with the quick shot skill. And that bow, you can shoot a total of 60% faster, which is really useful if you're trying to sling some arrows left and right, side to side. You know, all that shit. Good God. And there's also staffs and shit. I know I didn't say it. There's a couple of them that I know where are, and like all the flutes and shit for all your side quests and shit. Like I played this game so much beforehand that I actually beat everything in the game, but I ran out of missions to do, and I then did all my DLCs. But there is 2 more missions, which is called If I Had a Hammer and the Lost Library. I don't know, I haven't done them yet. I'm waiting till I level up to a good companion. I gotta do all that, and don't get overwhelmed with quests, like I did. You know, I had like 75 miscellaneous. Let's advance this. Should be a giant here somewhere. There you are. Also, there's a chest. But you don't want to get spotted by this dude. That's a good way to increase your sneak as well. Oh damn, he knows where I'm at.
Still here. I've got your back. You lead, I'll... Still here. All right, what is it? What do you need? Okay, got it. Anything else?
Bitch.
I've got your back. All right, what is it? What do you need? Okay, got it.
Oh God. Okay, how that one? Let's see.
Maid wishes you well.
That'll work. You can also get married on here, have a dog, build a house. I'll show y'all how to do that in my other videos. Oh god. That's a quest. This is a quest as well. The Lumberjack. It's a staff. You know, it's in solitude. You gotta do some things. But we'll show you that later. Fuck. Let's see, by the tower, by the water. Alrighty then, it's a tower. Rocks. Bam. That's the towers. We're just gonna be over here somewhere. I hope. That's a quest as well, but I'm aware on that. Okay, the tower. Wobblejack staff, it'll turn enemies or whatever into like rabbits and foxes or other things. It's pretty cool. My sword even do anything? No.
No, you don't want to go up there. A trap. It flew over. I don't know what it's doing up there, but I'm not waiting around to find out. It might be too late. Look at his eyes. Look at that big bastard. Keep your head down. Let's see what it does.
What you want to do here is, as soon as the dragon busts and come out of its grave, you want to rush it. Put as many heavy hits into it as possible. Also, let's go ahead and get a shout. And force. Not be Alduin.
Steady. I don't know what's happening. Let's watch and wait. This is worse than I thought.
Just keep going in circles with it.
Very long time ago, the blades were dragons, and we served the dragonborn. For the last 200 years since the last dragonborn emperor, the blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them. Exactly. Nobody even remembers our names. We used to be known across Tamriel as the protectors of the Septim Emperors. Those days are long gone. For the last 200 years, We've been searching for the next dragonborn to guide the gods as we are searching. But we never found one until now. The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragon. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is. Before the Great War, the Blades helped the Empire against the Thalmor. Our Grandmaster saw them as the greatest threat to Tamriel. At the time, that was true. Maybe it still is. So we fought them in the shadows. We thought we were more than a match for them. We were wrong. Nothing solved yet. But my gut tells me it can't be anybody. The Empire had captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. Then a dragon attacked. Ulfric escaped, and the war is back on. And now the dragons are attacking everyone, indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakening. The Empire is weakening. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor? If we could get into the Thalmor embassy, it's the center of their operations in Skyrim. The problem is that place is marked like Skyrim magic first. They could teach me a few things about paranoia. I'm not sure yet. I have a few ideas, but I'll need some time to put things together. Meet me back in Riverwood. If I'm not back when we get there, wait for me. I shouldn't be long. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
I see no harm in it, if you have the skill. The grindstone will improve your weapons. Use the table to improve your armor. If you've got the raw materials, you can use the forge to make something new. Aye. Whatever you need. Buy the spear if it's simple and strong. I can forge it.
Are those
Let's
parts
see
ready?
now what I want to
Only hammer
make.
so fast.
You don't have to be perfect. Just send them over when they're ready. A fine day to you, friend. And by supplies, I suppose you mean weapons and armor? Alvor can help you out. He's our blacksmith.
You looking for a new blade? Yes, actually. How about you smith me an iron dagger? Here's everything you need to make one. Go ahead. Aye.
No, no.
I could. Not bad, but it's a little dull. How about you sharpen it up? Just need a bit of metal and the grindstone over there. Aye.
I did not mean to do that.
By order of the Yard, stop right there.
Daggers around somewhere.
Oh, forgive me, Thane. I didn't realize it was you. We'll look the other way this time. But even the Jarl's influence has its limits. Be more careful.
Yes? This looks good. You put time into your blades. They'll serve you well when you need them. You want to keep helping? How about you make some armor? Let's start by tanning some leather on the rack. Whatever you need.
What do you need?
If it's simple and strong, I can forge it.
Anything else?
You looking? Ah, good. A lot of weapons and armor need leather for straps, fittings, that kind of thing. Let's see if you can make a hide helmet. Here's the rest of what you need.
Thank you. Well, if you like, subscribe, and shit, you know what I'm saying?
I should hire you to be my assistant at this rate. Let's improve the fit. Take this leather to the workbench over there. Until next time. You the sneak. You have talent. Keep working at your craft, and you'll be a fine smith one day. Why don't you keep that dagger and helmet? Maybe you'll remember me when you're making Skyforge steel, huh? Until next time.
Right. Let's
I don't think you were followed. Come on, I have a plan.
another thing, when you're enchanting, be sure you, if you don't have the blacksmith skill, in my case, be sure you go ahead and make it a fine piece of armor, and then enchant it.
I figured out how we're going to get you into the Thalmor embassy.
This is
I've been doing this a long time, remember? While the Thalmor have been looking for me, I've been watching them. The Thalmor ambassador, Elenwen, regularly throws parties where the rich and connected cozy up to the Thalmor. I can get you into one of those parties. Once you're inside the embassy, you can get away and find Elenwen's secret files. I have a contact inside the embassy. He's not up for this kind of high-risk mission, but he can help you. His name is Malborn. Wood Elf. Plenty of reason to hate the Thalmor. You can trust him. I'll get word for him to meet you in Solitude. He's moving scheme. You know it? While you're doing that, I'll work on getting you an invitation to his little party. Meet me at the Solitude stables after you've arranged things with Malborn. Any questions?
In my case, I don't have anything unlocked where I can fast travel. So you just fast travel to Whiterun and take the carriage. And in this case here, we should go to the stables.
Take you. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. First time to Solitude? Beautiful old city, capital of Skyrim. I'm sure you'll.
Where are you?
They can't hurt Uncle Bob here. Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
You wouldn't be a sellsword, would you?
Out with it.
Solve.
Out with it.
Stand back. Disrupting an execution.
Mind yourself in my city, friend. This here axe in full swing is a right.
That's my brother up there.
Rognir always
Go.
talked about his honor. You have
Stand back.
the honorable man.
After he murdered Hiking Torin, by opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
He doesn't deserve to speak.
There was no murder. Ulfric challenged Thorin. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords.
Watch it.
On this day, I go to Sonnengard.
You stay out of trouble now. The Castle Dower dungeon can break even the strongest will.
Well, guys, this is it. I'll upload again tomorrow.
What do you
Like,
need?
subscribe, comment. Peace, peace.